Okay, good evening. I hope you've all had a lovely day. I like to keep real, and I'm going to be honest in the interest of sharing and being honest. I've had a bit of a wobbly day, and it's been a bit of a wobbly couple of days. It's been a wobbly week, really. And I kind of wanted to talk about it to make it quite clear that it's okay to feel a little bit wobbly. I think last week, but it's lockdown fatigue kicked in, a bit of tiredness kicked in. And then I think we were all building up to Sunday. We all expected to know lots more about what was going to be happening. And the reality is, I think I owe it to my profession to be completely honest. And I don't think that happened. I think that we have lots of questions that could do with some answers. I think it's become really much more uncertain time for staff and parents in terms of what to expect and what's going on. And we listened to that on Sunday, thinking we would get a bit more the following day. The guidance came out, didn't really help that much. Then we had him in Prime Minister in Parliament. That didn't seem to give us much more. And then even the questions on the night, I remember listening on the radio to the questions, and a parent asked, I'm expected to go back to work this week. Can I just bring my children in? And I'm shouting at the radio, answer the question, and they still didn't get an answer. I've read the guidance, additional guidance for schools that have come out today for schools, and I'm still none the wiser. And I feel really bad on all of our staff who don't really know what the next couple of weeks and the next couple of months hold. And it is creating a lot of uncertainty. It's making people feel very anxious and very worried because they don't know when we're going to come back, what it's going to look like. This idea that we're going to bring in our reception and year one children, our nursery children, who completely don't know how to keep that social distance, understandably so, and staff who care enormously about them, and we just want to give them cuddles, which we will. And I'm just not quite convinced that it's all going to work. And I think I owe it to our parents to say that we feel your anxiety and we feel your worry in terms of what the next couple of months looks like. We will do our best. We will fit in as many of those darling children as we can. But the reality is, if we're to keep that 2 meters, it's going to be difficult. We reckon we can fit probably 10 maximum in each class. And we're worried that if we introduce stuff for our nursery reception year 1 and year 6, and then we get that working, and then we've got to change it all again for the older year groups. We don't know what it holds. And I got a throbbing headache, a bit of a migraine coming on, and I don't mind admitting, I sat at my desk today and I had a bit of a cry out of nowhere. Okay, and I'm putting it out there, it is okay to have a bit of a wobble. These are completely uncharted waters. We don't really know what to expect. There's no answers out there. And then I just want to put out there that we are genuine. It's a bit of a cliche, but we are all in this together. We all know that we will do what needs to be done. People have been very, very understanding, but you need to bear with us over the next couple of weeks and months. Staff, in terms of I will always do what I think is right for our children as well as you. I'll do everything that I can and we can to keep everybody safe. And parents, we'll give you as many answers as we can, but they're just not that forthcoming at the moment. So look after yourself. I've put in the little thing, it is good to talk. If you're having a bit of a wobble, I've done that today. Staff have been very, very lovely and looked after me. My mum's put some love arts on there, which is nice, mum. But people need to talk. I'm feeling a little bit that the last couple of weeks and months have taken the toll a little bit. And maybe the cracks are starting to appear. We all kind of got used to this new normality, and it's changing again. And there are lots of things that we don't really know the answer to. In many ways, we knew what to expect when we were told to lock down and stay safe and stay at home, and now we don't quite know. So I, in my own unique way, I'm just putting it out there that one, it is okay to cry. I don't do the whole blokes don't cry business because that is rubbish. But what I do is I think that it's okay to reach out to people, to put your arm around. Well, actually, you can't really put your arm around people. You can kind of do this from 2 meters away. But please talk to people, because there's going to be loads of people. I'm salivating now, but there's going to be loads of people out there who are really struggling. We've had 1 or 2 others at school today. And we need to look after one another. And when we're having a good day, look after the ones that are having a bit of a wobble, because I think it's a bit more common than we'd be led to believe. And hopefully, I'm not having no dig at Boris and the government. It's a mission impossible in many ways. But I do think that we're owed lots more answers in terms of what the future for our kids and staff look like. So thank you, Rachel. Real men do cry. I had my little moment. I've got it all off my chest because I just want to encourage people to talk. We're not always great as Brits and as men. We have that stiff upper lip. And I just wanted to say that. So yeah, I've got it all off my chest. I've got a bit of a migraine coming on. I hope that I'm going to do it justice. It's a relatively short one. Don't say nice stuff like Jade because I'll get all emotional. But I'm just tired. I am just tired. Have I got something on my head there? No, I haven't. Okay, so it's Do You Speak English, Moon by Francesca Simon and Ben Court. And by the way, and I'm not doing it for no attention. I'm doing it because it is okay to talk. And if it's just one or two people go away and have a conversation with their loved one or their, somebody that cares about them, I think that's got to be a good. Okay, I know the person who's clicked an angry face because he's angry at the situation, not angry with me because I'm just doing my best. And thank you very much, everybody who's been so kind. All right. So it's not one of those attention-seeking things where you put something on Facebook and you want a load of love back. I promise you, I'm not doing it for that. It's feeling pretty hard in school at the minute. I want to do right for the kids in the community and the staff and everybody. And it's feeling a little bit mission impossible. We're never going to please everybody, but we'll try. Right, I rambled on. I got it all off my chest. I wanted to say it in the hope that just in our own way makes a bit of a difference. So, here we go. Do you speak English, Moon? You do? That's great. Then we can talk. Because it's good to talk. You see what I did there? I get lonely up here sometimes. What I want to know is, do you have a bouncy bed? You don't? Oh, that's sad. I like bouncing on my bed. Do you go to the park, Moon? I can go down the twisty, turny slide. Do you like chocolate ice cream? That is my very best food. Do you pretend you're a crocodile? Do you play pirate? So do I. What else do you do? Does anybody else play pirate? Come on. I might be a bit grumpy. If I'm not being grumpy, let's have a pirate noise. Anybody in solidarity with Flake Fleet and education, I want you to give us a warm your ease. Be honest, that was good, considering I've not got much energy. So do I. What else do you do? I like watching too. Can you see everything, Moon? Can you see the city? Can you see the sea? Can you see under the sea? Can you see the highest mountain? Can you see the whole wide world? Oh, show me. I'm picking it up here. Do you have lots of friends, Moon? A billion, trillion, gazillion, but they're all so far away. Can you tell me some of their names? Leo, that's a nice name. Milky Way, I like that one too. Pegasus, Pluto, Polaris, Little Bear. Little Bear? Oh, shh. She's asleep. I'm supposed to be asleep too. But sometimes it's hard to get to sleep. Do you get lonely up there, Moon? Don't be lonely. I'm here anytime you want to talk. Good night, Moon. Good night. And that was the message. It is good to talk. I've had my one. Please, I'm going to have a read through. Tell us where you're watching. Katie Rebecca Wilson. Warren me or at ease. Be honest, it feels quite good. If I'm going to say, Art, I'm not going to do it again because that's just getting a bit weird. Yes. Be kind to all those head teachers. All those Fleetwood head teachers, I'm thinking of feeling it a little bit the same. They do an amazing job. We're just very loud and lively and out there. They are doing an incredible job in difficult circumstances. In fact, all of our teachers, teaching assistants, office staff, everybody who is doing their bit to keep us going, you're doing an amazing job. And I think we should be so proud of ourselves. So tell us where you're watching. I don't know why I said that in a pirate voice. Tell us where you're watching. It's always nice. It always makes me smile when there's somebody in another country, not like Wales or Scotland. But I mean, they are beautiful countries. Thank you very much, Daniel. That's very kind of you, Catherine. Thank you, Emma. I'm definitely having an early night, and I'm going to have a bath. I love baths, and I also like earbuds. Earbuds. They just make me feel good when I use them. But don't stick stuff in your ears. We've already had this conversation. Thank you, Pam. Tina, totally agree. Elaine, Fleetwood Grandma is always here to make us smile. Claire, thank you. Jake's Misses. It always makes me smile. Then we've got Amber for Spanish. Totally agree, we're better after them. Jade, we are looking forward to your little project that you've got going on. So beautiful Whitehaven. Emma's watching in there. She's always watching. So look, I hope it didn't come across as an attention-seeking moan. It wasn't meant to do that. I'm just trying to keep it real and give you an insight into, at the moment, being a head teacher or in leadership in schools at the minute is feeling like a bit of a strange place to be, and we like certainty. In terms of how we're dealing with it, we're going to wait a couple of days. We're going to wait and see what the unions say. We're going to wait for a bit more guidance. We're just going to wait and see. We're not going to jump in just yet. All these things may not happen. They may, and I'm sure that everybody will make a break of it. I hope that you got where I was coming from. I normally do lots more energetic things like that. If I had a towel, I'd do the towel trick where I disappear. It's an amazing trick. Maybe you want to try it there at home. But look after yourself, guys. Strap yourself in the next couple months. I think we thought we had the hard bit. This is the hard bit as we kind of tried to go back to normality a little bit. I'm genuinely really, really grateful for the lovely things said. But it's not just me, it's our staff, it's all, all the people who do things with kids out there. I just thought I'd throw a little bit of light on what it's like in our little world at the minute. I will speak to you all tomorrow with another story. And might even have a special guest tomorrow. We got a couple lined up, like I keep dropping in there. But I will speak to you tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. Good night. God bless. Mwah.